This is a group exhibition in Lagos featuring 35 artists. The Ikeja Art Salon, as it is called, showcases paintings, sculptures, ceramics, textiles, and drawings. Masters, accomplished and emerging artists have their works on display.
In this exhibition, I'm featuring my work Antenata. It's philosophical. What women go through birth, nursing of their baby until they become the success of their dream. So it's likened to the stages we all pass through different challenges, purifying elements that make us into what we are at the end of the day. We are using this show as a tribute to one of us who just passed on recent past, Lateef Olajumoke.
So let's observe 1 minute silence for Lateef Olajumoke. May his artistic and creative soul rest in perfect peace. In this show, I have 4 works. 2 out of the works are the works I have in the series Treasures Underground, which is this one I titled Treasures in the Mountain, and this one is Treasures in the Rock. The other one is titled Stone with Mask. Then I also have one that is titled Your Masquerade. Most of my works actually are inspired by my environment and also happenings in the society. We've had this insecurity in the West African region, and one thing I noticed that in any locality where there are insecurity, killings and all that, something else is happening there, which is either some multinationals from abroad are mining some kind of minerals in that locality.
This is what I'm showing along with 2 other sculptural pieces, and they are from a series titled Faces in the Crowd. It's imaginary representation of people I meet, like people I see on the streets, people on the bus, people in the market, just generally people going about their life endeavors. I try to imagine them in their quiet moments, wonder what they might be thinking.
What I'm exhibiting is an oil on canvas. It's titled In the Golden Era. I was inspired by the culture of our society. I'm trying to depict a young lady from the eastern side of Nigeria. She has some cowries, beads, some raffia palm, and of course the simple hairstyle that used to make us unique then, unlike now where things have changed. So I was trying to bring that nostalgic feeling of that era, that time. So that was what my painting is depicting.
I had 3 works here, 1 watercolor and 2 oil on canvas. The watercolor was just an inspiration on looking at the sky and seeing God, how God, who is the original artist, painted. I titled it A Beautiful Day.
Is it fulfilling for you?
Very well, yes.
Beside me here, I have a piece which I titled Rethinking Queen Nefertiti. It's a piece about connection, it's about history, it's also about rethinking our history as blacks. We've had a lot of narratives about some of our people, and everything is being turned to white. Queen Nefertiti, an Egyptian queen, has a portraiture almost white. She played a very profound role in Egypt as a queen. It's a multi-medium piece. You can see the use of electronic patterns. That's my signature material. Using technology to connect with the past and also bringing that to our present reality.
The paintings I have on display here celebrates life. Music is a therapy for illness. So I'm using this to showcase the impact of music in the society.
I titled this Even the Hen. Even the Hen was inspired by my feelings, my mood at that moment. It was a time I was looking for a second child and it wasn't coming. I don't paint what I see, I paint what I feel. I was making this painting and I was praying, God, I want to have my children like this. I want my children to be following me, do you understand? Even I don't mind giving me twins. I titled this A Fresh Start. When I started my life, it was so fresh. Everything was so sweet. I now ask myself the question, what about now? It will make you to ask yourself that question and you still remain that, you will still maintain that freshness in you so that you not go back or you not go drained. This painting also I titled The Weight of Love. You show love to people. It's not just about yourself.
The title of the work is By the Stripes I'm Beautiful. It's just about ladies specifically that grew up in traumatic background and what they grew up to become. These ones are sisters. They are just a representation of ladies that are strict, they are not easily bent, and it's just like after effect of what they have gone through in the past, and they don't want such to repeat itself again.
In the Adire section, I have some Adire t-shirts, shirts, then bead bags, purse, handcraft shoes, bead key holders. Then I have notepads here. Then I have some beach wears. The Adire is 40,000, the batik is 45,000. Then the bead bags we have from 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 naira. The shoes are 25,000 naira. The key holders are 2,000 naira. You should take a look at me. Yes, our material has a way of making us look beautiful. We need to celebrate our culture. In fact, we've borrowed the culture, other people's culture for a very long time. Now I think it's a time for us to speak with a voice that, oh, we want our own material. So this is an opportunity for Nigerians to wear our own designs and our own products.
They are a body of work that talks about state of flow. So they have their different titles: Stay Inclined, Free That Book, Heads Up. This Free Up That Book, at first glance, you may not see the bowl, but at a closer look and a more time spent with the work, you figure out that there is something in there. There are times that we want to do some things extraordinary, but there is this state of defeat that we feel within ourselves, that you are not up to this is beyond you. There is a time you will have to shun it, that I'm more than this. That's why it said you have to free that bowl.
I title it Mindset, for you to be focused and your mind to be at what you planned for. You have to surround yourself with positive things, people, the good things around you. That's why I try to play it with white flowers.
I'm showing ceramic works, glazed works. These ones are made from porcelain, especially these guys. I love to pattern my works after the tattoos that make up our stories in life. A lot of us walk around not with any tattoos on our bodies, but internally we have tattoos in the form of our memories, in the form of our battles, in the form of our victories. So I like to impress that on my works.
A mixed media painting, oil and acrylic, some other pigment. It's all about culture, identity, tradition, spirituality, you know. It's titled Guardian of the Past. If you look at the background of this world, it looks like a decayed and a reformed soil, and some parts look like water. What we use to identify ourselves or spirit or that speaks on our behalf have been neglected, but they are still speaking.
I have some mixed media paintings here. I'm trying to express my feelings. The title of this one is A Village Boy. I haven't come from the village to the city. Now refer to this. Wherever you find yourself, you should always remember where you are from, the roots where you started from.
The Ikeja Art Salon takes place in the mainland part of Lagos State.
Artists with various mediums, ranging from oil on canvas, acrylic, pencils on papers, watercolors, then of course some bit of mixed media. We have realism as well as abstract. Some are upcoming artists, some are mid-career artists, as well as some other great masters out there. Most artists are based on the mainland. We are now trying to get collectors too who are also on the mainland.
We want to break that jinx about every exhibition has to be on the island. And if we have to make people on the mainland to show interest, not just in buying art, but also appreciating and knowing artists, we have to start with miniature presentation, because usually miniature works are usually very affordable.
Art aficionados applaud the creativity and originality of the artists.
Generally, the works are very good, and I never expected that degree of excellence to come out from this our side of Lagos. The things I've seen are very impressive and beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic. When you look at the quality of what people are putting forward, you know Nigeria is really blessed.
Very, very thrilled with what I've seen. A lot of work has gone into the artworks, and it's very, very encouraging that in Nigeria we have such beautiful works of art.
The organizers say the Ikeja Art Salon will be a regular group exhibition in the heart of Lagos.